God, oh god, and wait. This is Platinum Games still hot off the tails of Babylon's Fall, isn't it? They haven't made a game since. Let me see. We'll see, Alex. I haven't decided yet. Maybe. Thanks to 10 gift subs, Hambone. And Amination in the membership, Ozzy. I missed that one, Mac. Yeah, I didn't like Skypea very much either, was. Thanks to membership, Vac. And Brett. Membership, Hemp. They took glory kills out of Doom. What? New Doom gameplay looks incredible. Have you played classic Dooms or watched their speedruns? Yes and yes. And do you plan on playing them before Dark Ages? Probably won't replay them before Dark Ages. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll replay Doom 2016 and Eternal. We'll see. I haven't decided. Thanks for your sub, Matt. Hey, let's see. I'm just gonna scrub through. It'll be easier than locating each thing. Is this the first one? Yeah. Thanks membership, or the resub, Chris. I'm not super happy with it, Zersh. I wish they were doing more with the franchise. Man, this is loud. A 9, Brett, I would say. 今日は皆様にジム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですが Someone in chat already spoiled it. I know it's Ninja Gaiden. I know. God damn it. I was gonna pretend I didn't see it, but I'm not gonna fake it. I saw.
The Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained.
More of a pancake guy.
From this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
Oh! Wait, they got Platinum Games working on it? Team Ninja Platinum Games? Wait, what a crazy crossover. Maybe Platinum Games could finally get back to the fucking glory days. Not really GTA. In Battlefield 3 I was though. I'm so happy to see a return to Ninja Gaiden.
This is it. Ryu Hayabusa.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here.
This isn't a new Ninja Gaiden right here. What is this?
So you've come, Raven.
Was that? Am I on the crazy pills? That was absolutely like Ninja Gaiden. That brief glimpse right there. That was OG, wasn't it? Or am I on the crazy pills? I feel like I remember that exact scene. Maybe it's just an homage to it.
本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、
I'm not sure Ruiz, probably not though. Yeah, I played Doom 3 a long time ago.
忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。
I don't mind a new protagonist as long as Ryu's still there.
先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中でリュウハヤブサも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、リュウハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒龍がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒龍がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが首都東京で黒龍を倒し、この世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
I'm glad they still have that kind of goofy shit.
これまで
Fucking rail grinding like it's Sonic Adventure 2 battle. They also had the sliding as well. Just the classic tropey set pieces.
ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受け、ビルは崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京はとある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し、まずはヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になって、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。前作より立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちたステージを、忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
God, I hope they don't fumble this. It has all of the recipes for a great game. Not recipes, Jesus. It has all the ingredients for a great game. It's a recipe you'd have to really try hard to fuck up. But they did it once with Yaiba. God, oh God, and wait. This is Platinum Games still hot off the tails of Babylon's Fall, isn't it? They haven't made a game since. Let me see. Unless I'm forgetting one, let me see. Okay, no, we're good. Babylon's Fall was before Bayonetta 3. They came out the same year, but Babylon's Fall was first, so they're following Bayonetta 3. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I thought there was a chance Babylon's Fall was after. There's a chance.
New 主人公のヤクモは竜ハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者で、
Yeah, that's what I just checked on popular. You're right.
シリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは、荒れ果てた東京の治安維持組織であり、黒竜の封印を守る竜神島や現世に蔓延する人ならざる者妖魔、そしてもちろん
They also worked on the Final Fantasy 16 icon fights. Did they?
また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
Yeah, I will see David.
従来のシリーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。
No specific stuff I'd fly for, Aster.
さらにヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によって、これまでから大きく進化した1対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ
I don't know, GTA, I'm not really a car guy.
多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率も健在です。
Maybe at some point I'll replay Neo 1 and 2.
敵もガードや回避をしてくるため、緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます。 敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら
What MMO would you recommend starting in 2025?
攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって
I don't know.
忍者ガイデンのアクションの
The two games I've been putting the most time into aren't MMOs. It's Warframe and PoE, Path of Exile. Those would be what I'd recommend.
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。
Well, now I have a reason to replay Ninja Gaiden, which is crazy. I was just talking about that last night. Less than 24 hours ago, I was just mentioning it. Oh, nice. That's cool, Jacob. I'm not sure where it is, Snack. I'm not positive.
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、水直しなどシリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ、新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている
No way this comes out this year, right? This will be 2026. Did they already say that? I don't know if I missed it.
特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出
I've
も
seen
取り
neither
入
of
れ、
those, Chase.
進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを
It is out this year. It's fall of 2025. What the fuck?
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、
Oh, that's good news.
初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、
No, we're looking at that in a minute with the Oscar noms.
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで
Sleep well,
忍者
Layla.
4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお
Yep,
届
there
け
it
で
is.
きるのを
Fall
楽しみにしています。
2025. Holy.
続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Man, they are pumping.
さて、本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。こちらをご覧ください。
Not that I saw. Are they doing 2 Ninja Gaiden games this year? A fucking spin-off and Ninja Gaiden 4? Or is this... Oh no. This is definitely a remaster. Brings me some sushi. Oh, this is 2, right? I'm pretty sure this is 2. It's not 3. And it's definitely not 1. It's gotta be 2. Yeah. Nice. That's hype. Man, it really is crazy. We were just talking about this last night. These are the 5 gift subs rule.
今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新、忍者ガイデン2の完全
Unreal Engine 5, holy shit!
綺麗なグラフィックで
That means it'll hardly run!
もちろんリュウハヤブサに加え、アヤネ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ本作をお楽しみください。今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた忍者ガイデン4を含め
That's super cool that they're just releasing it like that. I fuck with that so heavy. But I wish they didn't, because I already have so many games I need to play through. That's cool though. That's very cool. Thanks, Risa Minato. It's out now. Yeah, he said he hope you... I saw. Then he said, hope you enjoy it while you wait for Ninja Gaiden 4. I saw. How much is it? Is it a full price? Or is it like 30 bucks? I'll definitely play it. I'll play it. They also have the collection still on Steam, don't they? It's 50 bucks. Let's see, how's it run? I bet the reviews will tell me. Mostly positive. Must run well. Free on Game Pass. I always forget Game Pass actually has heaters on it. Thanks for membership, Soza. I think I'm gonna do Sekiro before this. I need to finish the Souls marathon, so I'll do Sekiro before this, then probably this, then probably Dynasty Warriors. But I still want to keep grinding Rivals to Celestial since I hit Grandmaster solo queue. So I need to weave in some Rivals grind as well. We're gonna figure it out. They're not going anywhere. Oh, I remember they showed this game. The trailer, at least, I remember.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
I remember the trailer. It had that like janky movement there too. What is that on purpose? Is that a stylistic choice? I don't really understand it. Because it doesn't look like... I don't know, it doesn't look like it'd be a choice. It looks more like a glitch. Like Spider-Verse. Yeah, like I think that's the vibe, but I don't know, it looks weird in game context.
As long as you didn't forget the flashlights and batteries. Oh, should we got 5 minutes? Let's go.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
You can turn it off.
Hazel, please.
Good. I will probably do that.
Some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hey! Turn what off?
Hazel
That like
may start her
glitchiness of it.
19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly...
See, like I don't know. That looks weird in a
she'll learn
game.
who she really is, and how to tap into
It just looks like a
magical
frame
power
problem,
that
FPS problem.
trajectory in life.
Yeah, I don't think that's
The
meant to
land
be
itself
real though, Flavor. I think it's
chooses
supposed to be
Hazel as a
like a
weaver.
joke.
Someone who can see
I
beyond
appreciate
the
it, Glitch.
surface and tap into a deeper reality. The grand tapestry.
Stop motion.
Weavers can see the
Yeah.
fabric binding
I
our
don't think it really
worlds,
looks stop
connecting
motion.
people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into
Thanks, membership.
the surreal, revealing that creatures from the
Shaminia?
old folktales actually exist.
You up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish,
the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities
big year for wall running.
On a journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Haints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These Haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Haint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the Slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance.
Seems like just pretty standard action combat.
Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful
doesn't look bad.
combos, jump attacks, and charges.
Looks kind of slow though.
But close combat is risky and can backfire because Haints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills
this seems really standard.
Upper end in combat. Push,
membership Jaina
are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to...
I don't know, it just really does. I don't know, it looks really slow actually.
Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing elbows.
You said this last time at the Xbox showcase. Did I? Well, not much changed. I still feel the same about it.
As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Schultz. Thanks, membership, Zayden.
Push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel.
Been going really well, Zayden.
The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, lending precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal.
I hope they have skunk ape.
Tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting.
I mean, it's fine, Super Lord. I don't think it's great though. It hasn't aged very well. Bleach is like at its best in the first 3 seasons, then everything else isn't as good.
Echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person
That's my big hot take. Except 1,000 Year Blood War is very good.
Each region to reflect
I really like 1,000 Year Blood War.
been doomed to wander in. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These
boss fights look flashy.
Phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded
Boss's environment look real good, but the combat and boss mechanics look generic. Yeah, it just seems like a really standard action game, but a little slower than I would have expected it to be.
And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape,
I don't know, that's
and
tough to say,
folklore
Paul. I
of
have
the
to see
American
it.
Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits.
We need more Devil May Cry likes, not more Souls-like. I completely agree. Souls-like is my favorite genre. It's starting to get saturated. Let's just be honest, it's starting to get oversaturated. Which is why watching Phantom Blade 0 yesterday, so refreshing. And we just got to watch Ninja Gaiden 4, so refreshing. So yeah, I would love more DMC-like games. There used to be a word for it before it just became everything is this plus like. It used to just be called hack and slash. Not usually, Toast. It depends on the game.
Which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here.
Oh, Onimusha as well. So hyped for Onimusha.
This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
At Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available on Xbox and Steam.
Bro, what happened to beat-em-ups? Shit used to be amazing. It's been a long time since a beat-em-up. You know the only beat-em-up that comes to mind in the modern age for me? Is fucking God Hand, and I still have never played it. I've just watched a lot of it. Oh, Sifu! Sifu! Nice, good call. Sifu. Thanks, membership weeb. Is this a development studio? Jesus.
Bonjour, everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive, and welcome to our nano. We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair-Obscur Expedition 30.
Oh, wait, this game looked so good from the first trailer they showed.
Fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Look at tier 1
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved.
Thank God!
Fully leverage the
finally, unapologetic turn-based combat.
Fresh the genre with new features and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle.
I haven't seen it yet, Superlord.
Things really clicked when we tested the first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
I did not see that, Toast. Is that real?
On game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe
what
that
the
video
fuck?
games...
What? He told me his idea, I was like, alright, I'll quit my job. The confidence in that is unbelievable. What? Jesus Christ.
Success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth. Gameplay that innovates on the classics we love. And a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Central Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something.
Also a really cool headquarters. Kind of cramped, but they have like a... It basically looks like a safe house in a spy movie.
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned.
That's so good!
Expedition 33.
I love that. I absolutely love that. That is just a wacky concept.
We honor your dedication. Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because...
I see why the dude quit his job now, yeah. That's a great hook.
I'm sorry about Adia.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make
Are we talking
peace
about Night
with their
Rain?
fate?
Yeah, I'm
What
not super
duty do we
optimistic.
owe
I
to
hate
each
the
other
concept,
or
but I love
to ourselves?
FromSoft and Elden Ring
These
Song of the
questions
World.
are deeply
And
personal to me.
what do you mean
and
about
they
Jake?
permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights.
I'm sure there'll be more of that in here.
Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you?
That's what I keep hearing, Toast.
I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
Why doesn't the monster write 0 and wipe everyone out? Is she stupid? I guess we'll see.
Are you real?
Thanks, membership, Yippee.
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need your foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Gestrol, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Gestrols across the game.
That looks cool.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret...
He's definitely older than 33, right? So he must be immune to the paintress for some reason.
You can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
What? All damage? That sounds so busted. That seems easy.
Time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of
I like
us
the
are
OGs,
still
Lord.
traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of.
Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character. We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Melee switches between stances which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mel the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way.
What do you mean, Tommy?
Play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's
I
complementary
did not
skills.
see that crystallized. Sounds like some dog
Characters
shit
can
though.
also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects they can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
There's some Holy Spirit and bones.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrals are like. The Gestural Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in.
The art direction really is super good.
Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur, with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Gestral.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs.
Is this guy doing this whole thing by himself or something? He's not letting the team get any of the credit. After the hook was pitched to me, I decided I could do it better. So I did.
Bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable.
It is a small team. It does look like a small team. It really might just be him.
And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need Eske's help traveling around.
Here we go.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
Man, this game looks so good. I can't believe this is their first game. So many studios are just hitting it big on game one now.
For the past 4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wishlist the game and follow us
That's
for more info.
a lot earlier than I would have expected.
Super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team, it's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
That game looks great. I'm very excited for that. Doom time! Damn, that's cool. Is that for sale? I need that in my room.
Of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
Also, I want to look something up. Did they announce who's... Let me see. I imagine Mick Gordon's not working on this, right? Did they announce who is? Or do they announce... Am I going to spoil it? After everything that happened with Mick, Marty, and everything. Did they announce who the replacement's going to be yet? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, never mind. It is in the video. Hold on. I didn't look. I just saw that they announced it in the video.
As you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest
For the most part,
installment
Superlord, yeah.
in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
Yeah, I saw Isaiah. I will play it.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into
Cowboy hat was a nice touch.
And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal. And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
That's cool. I like the Shield Saw.
Throw. Parry. Deflect. All from one input.
Did they take away dashing?
Tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Yeah, it looks like that's kind of the direction they're going for. Okay.
Stop everything you're doing right now. I don't care how important it is. I have news that'll blow it out of the water. And trust me, you're going to want to get this sitting down. So if you're in the operating room watching this, it's time to put down the scalpel and pay attention. YouTube has just made a massive change to the platform, and in standard YouTube fashion has done a horrible job at communicating it to the community. So it's up to me, Ace Reporter Charles here, to tackle this topic from the front lines, just riding through like Paul Revere, lighting the lanterns, letting you all know that another awful set of changes are coming to YouTube.
And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
I don't know how I feel about them advertising one-button combos, I'm gonna be honest.
That's right, we've saved the best for last.
So slowing it down, okay, that's alright. I really like the fast gameplay, but it can work.
mean, ancient, brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with. Only in Doom, that's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom the Dark Ages.
The game looks sick, but man, Eternal is too damn good and gonna miss the movement. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that it's going slower. Though it'd be hard to go faster, to be fair. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it still looks good. But yeah, I really, really love the movement of Eternal. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, that ship looks great.
From certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose.
Everything now gets circles over it.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates, because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
What's Finishing Move worked on?
Legend, this is the Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players.
Crackdown 3.
We've taken the narrative out of the codex.
Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo Wars 2, Borderlands 3, and Callisto.
Old allies and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
Yeah, same toast.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make.
Cool
and make
office.
Something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases...
That's cute. Huh. So there was a lot I liked, but then quite a few things I didn't really like there. Didn't expect that. I don't think the game's gonna benefit from doing dungeons, right? Like exploring for dungeons. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy that all that much. I guess we'll see how it's implemented, but off rip, that doesn't sound super fun. I also don't like the nerf to movement, but maybe it'll feel really good in the game. Thanks, membership RSO. Everyone into open world games right now? Yeah, I know, it's kind of like a big wave at the moment, but maybe it's good here? I guess we'll see. Yeah, and it didn't look like there was any jumping, no dashing. They had like the shield dash to hit hit an enemy with it. Oh, is that the whole thing? Yeah, there's the whole thing, not just interviews. Hey, Ninja Gaiden 4 looked great, Expedition 33 looked great, and I'm still very excited for Doom. They haven't fucked it up yet. It's just a couple things there I'm not really optimistic about. I guess we'll see.